I'm not quite sure what I think about this book. I'm just gonna say romance. This book? No, not me. Whoa! I think I'm gonna do this book. Okay, this is like a new angle. I'm sitting on my new desk, which is lovely. Like, absolutely lovely. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. If you are new here, my name is Eilidh, and if you are not, then hello. It is good to see you again. I haven't filmed a reading vlog in 2 weeks. 2 weeks. I don't know what's been happening. I've been away. I've been on holiday doing things, and now we're back and I have a really exciting video. It's been one that I've been wanting to do for such a long time, and we're finally doing that, and that is AI is going to pick my books for a week. I have no idea how this is going to work, but I'm getting a call. Hold on. Hello.
Are you busy?
Okay, I'm back from my call, but yeah, I've got no idea how this is gonna work. So I did a little thinking, and there are a few AI ways I could go. Like, I could, for example, have done Snapchat AI or even something else that I don't know, but I'm going to use ChatGPT. ChatGPT? Is that how you say it? ChatGPT? Yeah, ChatGPT to pick my books. So I think what I'm going to do is ask it some questions and let it pick 3 books for me to read, or like a theme of a book if it isn't something. I think I might do a theme. I'm going to write this down. I'm going to write, because I'm going to completely forget. 3 book choices. One of them, I want it to be a genre of book. Another one, I want it to pick an actual book. And another one, so we've got genre, we've got pick a book, and I don't know for the third one. What are we thinking for the third one? We're going to ask for a recommendation, like any type of fiction. Okay, let's start with genre. So I'm going to screen record this. What am I going to say? Hi, filming a YouTube video and wanted to ask you if you can choose 3 books for me to read. Is okay. Send. Hi, absolutely. I'd love to help you choose 3 books for your video. Could you tell me a bit more about the vibe or theme you're looking for? For example, what your specific genre, what mood or aesthetic you're aiming for? Do you want popular books, underrated gems, or a mix? Oh, it comes up with such better ideas than me. Okay, we're gonna do this. Should we say contemporary romance or just romance? I'm just gonna say romance. I'm just gonna say, can you please pick 1 book that is in the romance genre for me to start with? Love Theoretically by Ali Hazelwood. I've already read that book. Better than the movies. That's not really an underrated book. Do I want to do that? I'm not really like a huge fan of YA. And it said that, let me know if you prefer an adult romance. I think I would prefer more of an adult romance. One Night Only by Catherine Walsh. Okay, so it's set in Ireland. So this book delivers sharp banter, heartful moments, and a steamy slow burn romance between a wedding planner and a groomsman. Let's do, so one of the books is One Night Only by Catherine Walsh. I think the next book is, I don't want it to choose a book for me. I kind of want to, as I'm like a mood reader, maybe we can like dive into, should I read a physical book? Should I read a Kindle book? Kindle! Okay, it's picked a Kindle book. Should I choose a book that's already on my library in my Kindle, or maybe a new one? There you go. I think that makes more sense if I type it out like this. Choose a new one to download. I think I'm going to ask you which book I should read. I've already read The Housemaid. Yay. Okay, The Last Mrs. Parrish by Liv Constantine. So it's a psychological thriller slash domestic suspense. So it's glamorous, manipulative, twisty. Think Gone Girl meets Big Little Liars. I'm a little bit nervous for this just because like I'm not a huge thriller reader, but we're gonna give it a go. And for my final book, okay, I think I'm gonna ask it if I should do a reread of a book or read a new book. Pick a reread. Okay. Okay. I've hit the max. Anyway, so I'm gonna pick a reread to do. And the first book that actually comes up into my head, because one of the ideas that ChatGPT has given me is a title of I had to revisit a favourite to see if it still holds up. And that links to my Hades and Persephone retelling, A Touch of Darkness. This was my favourite book. This was one of the first-ish dark romances that I read that I absolutely adored. And so I think I'm gonna reread this book. We reread A Touch of Darkness. Okay. Wow, we have a mixture. Wow. Okay, so we have 3 books. So quickly to recap, Amy has picked me a romance, which is One Night Only by Catherine Walsh. Then we have a psychological thriller, which is The Last Mrs. Parrish by Liv Constantine. And then we have a reread, which is A Touch of Darkness by Scarlett St. Clair. I am so excited to read these books and to see what I think. But yeah, let's just jump straight into it. I'm not quite sure which one I'm going to start with, so I might decide a little bit later. I've got to think on this because I need to find out if One Night Only is on Kindle, then I'm going to read it on Kindle, and then it means I don't have to buy a new book, which is always fun. I don't want to buy a new book. We'll see. I'm kind of excited. I might start with One Night Only. I'm either going to start with One Night Only or The Last Mrs. Parrish. It's going to be either of those two, but I'm so excited for this video. Let's just jump in and see how it goes for the week. Okay. I think I'm gonna DNF this book. I am bored. I'm so bored. I have no idea what's going on, what's happening. I don't really care. I'm just bored. And that's so disappointing. I'm so disappointed that I'm not enjoying this book. I thought I would really like just a contemporary romance, you know, it's supposed to be really funny, it's supposed to be like romantic and just simple, easy to read and like cute. I'm not finding it like any of those things. I literally cannot tell you what's going on in this book. It is not what I thought it was going to be. I generally thought the whole of the book was going to be around like a wedding theme. That's kind of what I was expecting. The title is like One Night Stand, and I thought that I don't even know. Generally what I thought the book was going to be about happened in the first like 20% of the book, the first few chapters. I'm 54% through this book and I've kind of just lost the plot. I have no idea what's happening. No clue. We're supposed to be following Sarah and Declan. Declan is an Irishman, Sarah is an American, and her best friend got married and she was maid of honor and slept with this guy on a random night out. They had a one night stand. Turns out to be Sarah's future husband's brother. Not Sarah's best friend's future husband's brother. There we go. Declan. Which I kind of knew was going to happen. Like the first chapter was her waking up to this random guy in her bed, kicking him out. So from there, like instantly knew, oh, this is our main guy. We've met them straight away. And then I thought the rest of the book was then going to follow like this wedding, which usually like in like America or something. I don't know, I'm not American, but I thought there was a lot more like steps. So there's like the rehearsal dinner, there's usually like a party, there's usually like get-togethers and things, and sometimes they can last like a while, like over a weekend. That's what I thought it was going to be. I thought it was going to be like a long weekend in Ireland wedding, and the book was going to take place around that. No, it was not. The wedding was over and done, and now the rest of the book, I don't know what's happening. I'm just not finding it funny. I'm really not liking it. I'm so bored, and I have no idea why Declan and Sarah are now working together, and I have no clue about their relationship thing. I think they still don't like each other, or Declan likes her and is kind of like a funny guy, and Sarah's like no, but kind of is suppressing her feelings towards him, I think. So it's kind of is a slow burn, but they've already like done the deed. So I'm just not interested. I am gonna DNF it. I'm gonna DNF it. Yeah. I feel like I'm just wasting my time, because I'm probably gonna get to the end of the book and be like, yeah, this was not worth it. I don't even want to try. I don't really care. That's so sad. I'm so disappointed. Wow. Okay. That's great. But this is a fun first start of like the book. I'm generally not quite sure what to do now. I think this is this the first DNF that I've had of this year? I rarely DNF book. Rarely, because one, I feel like so bad DNFing books, so I don't do it. And I just did. Okay. Wow, great. So we've got 2 more books. So I think the other one was A Touch of Darkness, which is my reread, or we've got the thriller. Okay, One Night Only by Catherine Walsh was a DNF. So we've got two other books. So we've got this psychological thriller, which is The Last Mrs. Parrish by Liv Constantine? Is it Constantine or Constantine? Don't know. And then we've also got A Touch of Darkness by Scarlett St. Clair that I can also read. I kind of want to read The Touch of Darkness last, because I know I am going to enjoy that book. So I think let's dive in and read the psychological thriller, which is also on Kindle Unlimited, which is great. So let's just do that. I'm really disappointed about One Night Only. I had high hopes. I thought it was going to be the same sort of vibe as Done and Dusted, like cute, fast-paced. It's not. Well, it wasn't for me. It wasn't for me. It's all sad. Anyway, let's just start the next book and hope that is gonna be a lot better. Okay. I'm not quite sure what I think about this book. We've just got to the 50% mark, so we're halfway through, and I don't like these type of books. I just don't like reading them. They make me a bit uncomfortable. I'm like, no, anything to do with like cheating or trying to steal someone's life, I'm not here for at all. Don't want to DNF it, because like I think I can finish it tonight and just get it over and done with, because it is a psychological thriller. So I know there's going to be like some twists, there's going to be some surprises, and I think it will generally be like, you know, so I don't know, I just get so uncomfortable, because we're basically following at the moment this character called Amber, and Amber went from a nobody to being best friends with a billionaire, millionaire, whatever one he is, like a very, very rich man's wife, and has got it into her head that she can be a better wife to this millionaire rich man, and so is like plotting a plan basically to like get her out and move in. And so there is a cheating trope in it, and I just don't like it. I hate it. I hate reading it. I hate all of like the talks, and like we're inside Amber's head, like we're hearing what she's thinking and then the lines that she's saying, and I'm just so irritated by it. I've been listening to it on Spotify, which has been helping because I read probably the first like 20% on my Kindle, and I was so confused what was happening. I was like, I don't know what's going on right now. And then I started listening to it and I was like, oh, so it's starting to make sense now. And I was just like, there were some moments where I was just listening and I was like, oh my days. I'm like, ugh, no, don't like it. It's reminded me very much of a book called The Winter Children, which I despised because that was basically about a woman who like had a mental disorder and thought another couple's children were her children, and that she needed to get rid of the mom because she was the imposter and had taken her children away from her. And I hated that. I actually hated that because she genuinely believed it herself. And so Amber's having like similar sort of thoughts with that. And I don't like it. But this is split up into 3 parts. And the first part is Amber. And I think I've got another 2 more chapters of her part. And then the second part I think is Daphne, which is the wife. And then there's a third part, but I'm not quite sure what the third part is. And I do have a suspicion that something is going on with Daphne. I'm just like, something is happening with Daphne because she's kind of letting herself go. It's just not adding up. But I don't like it. I really don't like it. I want to see if I can try and finish this book within the next 2 hours. Because it's saying I've only got like 200 pages left. So I think I can finish it in the next like hour and a half, 2 hours type thing. But yeah, the audiobook is quite good though. So I'll give it that. But at the moment it's probably like sitting there. Like a 2-3 star. It kind of depends on how the ending is. If it's a good ending, then it'll probably be a 3 stars. I don't think I would ever give it a 4 because I just hate the cheating trope so much. So yeah, those are my thoughts currently. I thought I'd give a quick update, but I'm definitely not a psychological thriller person. These are not my type of books. I think I'm just gonna stick with my cute romance or romantasy and my fantasy and like all of that sort of stuff. I would rather be fighting dragons than whatever this shit is. That is my honest thought. Yeah. Anyway, let's just finish this book, get it over and done with today, and read something. The last book, which I think is A Touch of Darkness, which is Greek mythology. It's a reread. It's something that I love and I know I'm gonna love and I know I'm gonna whiz through, and I just want to do that. I just want to do that so badly. Anyway, let's just do that so we can forget her. So then we can forget about this, but we need to get through this first. So let's just carry on going and see how long it takes me. Yeah. I'm just so disgusted right now. I just read something and I don't want to read that. No. Oh my. Oh. No. Why do people read stuff like this? Why do people read stuff like this? Oh, this is just making me so uncomfortable. Book is hurting my insides. It's hated that book.
You hated the book?
I really didn't like it. I finished the book. Oh my days. No. I should have just DNF'd this book. Guys, this is why I don't read psychological thrillers. I hated every single moment of this. Like, every single moment. This book, no, not for me. I did not like the plot. I did not like the characters. I did not like the main guy. I did not like the tropes that was going through. There was no like dramatic, oh my god, moment, because I just saw everything happening. I think that's the one thing when being like a fantasy reader is there can be some really, really big moments. Such big moments that I'm just now like, no. This just didn't live up to the same.
Sorry, I need to be able to see my face up. Okay, you crack on then.
Yeah, I just, no. It just didn't live up to the same. I think there's only one psychological thriller that actually got me, and that was Verity. And I think that was because I'd never ever read anything like that before, and also I was so early in my reading journey that I hadn't read very many books. Really did not. So that one, yeah, I was like, oh my god. But this one, no. I just didn't like it. It just made me, it just didn't sit right with me. I ended up I gave it 2 stars. Like no. I didn't DNF it, but it was just like, no, I really didn't enjoy it. I would not recommend it. Could have DNF'd it. But anyway, I'm like far too tired and far too like not in a good mood. Well, not that I'm not in a good mood. I'm not in a good reading mood that I don't want to start Touch of Darkness tonight. I think I'm going to start that tomorrow and hopefully finish it tomorrow as well, because the only thing I'm chuffed about with this book, the last Mrs. Parrish, whatever it was called, so I read it all today. One day. That's the only good thing that happened. But yeah, I'm not really doing well. AI, you're not doing well. ChatGPT, you're not doing well at the moment. I don't think I'm going to ask AI to pick books for me again, because I don't think it doesn't really know me that well. But I'm glad we tried. We tried 2 books that were a little bit out of my comfort zone. This one more so. The first one, it's hit or miss type genre. Yeah. But now, the next one, which will start in the morning, I know I will love. And I know I'm going to have so much fun rereading. So let's just forget about this and just move on to the good stuff. I'm about halfway through this book now. I've just been sitting in here in the new chair, and I'm on page 160, so that is about halfway something. I forgot how easy it is to read, and that's probably why I absolutely loved it. When I first started reading it, like a while ago, it was one of my favourite series. I did not shut up about it. I still don't, but I am really enjoying it so far. I've also been listening to it on audiobook as well. I listened to the first like 20 pages, I think, on audiobook, and then went straight into actually reading it. And it is so easy to read. I do think I want to get the traditional published versions of these books, because I've got all the indie ones. So this is the very first like paperback she published of this book. And you can tell by like the quality and everything that it is an indie book. But I think the one thing that I remember like loving about this book is how it still follows like the Greek mythology stories, and how actually in this book they are gods, they are goddesses. It's not like in the Dark Olympus series, for example. That series is also inspired by Greek mythology, but the gods is a job, it is a role that is passed down from generation to generation. This one is the gods and goddesses don't age. they're just showing this, that's just who they are. And I think the one thing coming back to reading this, like I'm picking out all the like the little things, so there are still like some of the other stories, not just Hades and Persephone in this, like little sprinkles, which I'm really enjoying. But this book is in Persephone's POV, and she's made a deal with Hades. And I'm actually really glad that I'm picking it up now, because I have generally forgotten most of the stuff. But I'm just going to read the back to you to explain, because I feel like if I explain how I want to explain, I'm going to give away every single spoiler and probably ruin everything. So I'm just going to read the back. So it says, Persephone is the goddess of spring by title only. The truth is, since she was a little girl, flowers have shriveled at her touch. After moving to New Athens, she hopes to lead an unassuming life disguised as a mortal journalist. Hades, god of the dead, has built a gambling empire in the mortal world, and his favourite bets are rumoured to be impossible. After a chance encounter with Hades, Persephone finds herself in a contract with the god of the dead, and the terms are impossible. Persephone must create life in the underworld or lose her freedom forever. The bet does more than expose Persephone's failure as a goddess, however. As she struggles to stew the seed of her freedom, love for the god of the dead grows, and it's forbidden. I love it. I actually love it. I forgot how much I love this book. And I'm so happy that every single one of the books on Spotify are free for audio. You can get the audiobooks for every single one of these in the series. So definitely going to be listening to it, but I want to see if I can finish it today. I feel like this is one of the books that I can just sit down and binge. If I wasn't going out this afternoon, I would definitely sit down, like not move from this chair, and just finish this book. Like it is that type of read for me. But anyway, I might carry on reading for a bit. I'm not quite sure. But I forgot how much I love this book, and just some of the things that he says, like some of the dialogue, I just remember being obsessed. So I'm still like having all of the fun feelings that I used to have. She's really nice, actually. I had good taste. Okay, well let's just carry on reading. We finished the book. I really enjoyed it. I really did enjoy it. It kind of just brought me back to all like the memories that I had when I first started reading, and obviously like I was still like, it's still so good. It's like when I first read it. Obviously I loved it more when I first read it because I didn't know anything, where obviously I did remember like the big stuff that happens in this book. So it was just really nice to like just be back in the world with the characters and going through this. Will I continue on rereading the rest of the series? Probably, but it's not going to be like my main thing that I read. But I'm so glad that chatgpt, is that right, got me to do a reread, because I have been meaning to read this for ages. But yeah, those are all the books that AI picked for me. So we did have a DNF. We had a, what did I rate it? What did I rate that book? Did I rate it a 2 stars or did I rate it a 3 stars? Oh, I gave it 2 stars. So we had a DNF for 2 stars, and I'm probably going to give this a 4 stars. Just because it's like so good. But that's a really good, like, mixed sort of reviews. Do I think I'm going to use AI to pick my reads again? Probably not. I don't think this was really successful, but I think if I gave more of a description of what I wanted than the freedom that I did originally give it, then maybe I would have enjoyed it more. So if we do AI picks my books for a week, then I might do it that way instead. Like have like, this is what I'm looking for type thing. But I had fun doing this. I did have fun. As soon as I got to this last one, I was then having fun. So that's good. But anyway, I hope you all have enjoyed this video. I'm going to end it here. But yeah, maybe give AI a go for yourself and see if it picks some good books for you. But yes, I am going to end this video here. I hope you all have enjoyed it, and I will see you all in the next one. Mwah. Peace. Goodbye.